Hello, people. Right, so it is going to be a very interesting matchup here. It's actually the first time these two have met. It's Matteo Berrettini versus Pablo Carreno Busta. Carreno Busta, obviously the bronze medalist from the Olympics last year as well. He's made a couple of semi-finals at Grand Slams. He does like the hard courts. He prefers them to the clay or the grass as well, to be honest with you. So he is someone who should thrive on the hard courts, and he has done so in the past few years. For Berrettini, he's got a huge serve and a huge forehand. We know pretty good slice backhand as well. The drive backhand is something to be improved for sure. But on this surface and on how quick this surface is, he will definitely have success with that serve for sure. Pablo Carreno Busta, I think the biggest matchup for me is going to be the Berrettini serve and Carreno Busta return. How does that dynamic, I guess, go? How do we see Carreno Busta return? Does he return very solidly? Is he able to make Berrettini play more balls than he would expect on his serve and also play more shots as well in the rallies? Because Berrettini isn't looking to have grueling rallies. He's looking to play as quickly as possible. It'll be Pablo Carreno Busta to start us off here in this match. So we're about to get underway here. He will start off serving, as you can see, and very much looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be an extremely interesting matchup. Of course, it's the first time the two have met, so no prior matches to go on. Very intriguing to see how we go here. Here we go. Carreno Busta to start us off here. Starts off with a big serve down the tee, and Berrettini slices into the tram line. So good start from the Spaniard. The best start he could have asked for, that's for sure. 15 love here in this set. And I'm looking forward to this. I just feel like it's not as straightforward maybe as we think. This matchup, 15 love here to PCB. It's a first serve here, goes down the tee again. Good forehand from Berrettini. Fantastic forehand though from Carreno Busta, whipping it and making Berrettini move round to his forehand side. He tries to hammer that forehand cross court but goes long. So 30 love. A good start for the Spaniard here. Solid start on his serve. Nice. I like his shirt as well. Yoma. Very nice. Good serve down the tee. Shorter return from Berrettini and Carreno Busta. So PCB just steps in and crunches a forehand cross court into the open space. 40 love. Impressive stuff here from Carreno Busta. Good start as well for the Spaniard. Very good start. Looks like it could be a hold to love, and that will definitely set the tone for him. Big serve into the forehand of Berrettini. Berrettini goes into it, and then a huge into-in forehand. And we know how good that into-in forehand is from PCB. In my opinion, probably the best shot that he has at his disposal, that into-in forehand. Genuinely, I think is that good. Yeah, very, very impressive stuff. And he looks extremely happy with that. Just waltzes off court, and he's like, yep, here we go. Off to a great start. Now we're about to see Berrettini send down some rockets. Kadir Bashish says, my disappointment in Zverev is immeasurable. Kadir, you know what? I actually feel you. I'm not necessarily a Zverev, like, a fanboy or anything. I actually am a Rafa supporter. And to be fair, you could argue that now Nadal has an easier quarterfinal against Shapovalov. I think he'd prefer Shapovalov over Zverev, sorry, even. But I was really disappointed, actually. Zverev, look, he's one of the favorites. He was one of the favorites on top of Medvedev. Just didn't play well at all, and looked so disappointed in the presser afterwards. It's just a huge disappointment, and really playing in the Grand Slams. He hasn't beaten a top 10 player yet. Hasn't had the chance to play one in this one so far. Good second serve from Berrettini, but CARRENO Busta says, you know what? That's not good enough. I'm going to get around that. And hits a huge forehand winner. Huge return winner from CARRENO Busta. I absolutely love that from PCB. That's 143 Ks. A beautiful return. But yeah, disappointing from Zverev. Really disappointing. The serve return dynamic there. I mean, Zverev should have served him off the court, really. Shapo's returning is not that great. Fantastic Berrettini. Ace down the tee. That is an absolute rocket. 15 all. This is I was expecting a Zverev Medvedev final. That would have been amazing. I was expecting that too, actually, and that would have been good, I think. Look, I mean, Zverev, I think, still would have been the underdog in that, but Medvedev obviously had issues with him in the ATP finals. I don't think he played his best tennis there, Medvedev, but Zverev, good second serve from Berrettini, puts more on that second serve. Then it's a backhand, though, into the net from the Italian. Backhand looking a bit tight early doors. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. Zverev Medvedev would have been a great final. I'm hoping for a Nadal Medvedev final now, but we'll see. I think, to be honest with you, Nadal, if he gets past Shapovalov, he should get past Berrettini or Monfils, but I just don't know. Depends on what Nadal's got left in the tank. And then in terms of Medvedev, I think he's a huge underdog there. Medvedev is the big favorite now, I think, in this tournament, honestly. He really is. Kadir also says here, Shapo hasn't grown in 3 years. His shot selection is still the same. And to see him lose like that was just disappointing. I agree. Cross-court backhand. Here we go. PCB with a fantastic backhand, very deep. Backhand to backhand exchange here. He knows what he's doing, PCB, but goes into the net with the backhand. So Berrettini actually managing to force the mistake out of the Spaniard. He's under a bit of pressure here, Berrettini, early doors here, 30 all. And that was actually 15-30 as well. So PCB coming out of the blocks very quickly. Guys, as well, thanks to those initially joining. Please remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. It takes 2 seconds, quick and easy. I really appreciate it. Thank you, legends, for doing so. But yeah, smash the like button, please, if you haven't done so already. It really, really does help us out here at the channel. Helps the algorithm, helps us to grow. I do appreciate it. Big serve from Berrettini out wide. Big serve. And PCB goes into the net with the forehand return. So good recovery here at the moment from Berrettini. Kadir says, my dark horses are now Cilic and FA. Yeah, Cilic played really well against Rublev. He likes his surface as well. He's definitely a good hardcourt player. I think, yeah, he is definitely a dark horse. And FA, 100% as well. I think FA is a good player, very solid. I saw him live at Wimbledon. Oh, good serve again from Berrettini. He holds serve after being 30-15 down on his serve. So very impressive stuff. Couple of big uns down the team. That's exactly what can happen, right? If you're someone like Berrettini, you have that firepower to get you out of trouble. Just having a serve comparison. Let's have a look between PCB and Berrettini. If you look at the position of both, they're in a very, very similar position when striking the ball. But yeah, guys, over 10 of you in the chat. Only 2 likes. Come on, guys. Smash the like button, please. It really, really does help. And thank you for tuning in, though. You're all legends for doing so. But yeah, do smash the like button, please. It really, really does help us out on the channel. And it's quick, it's easy, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything hitting the like button. Good from PCB. Good serve out wide. And Berrettini slices the backhand return long. I think PCB's looks really up for this, which is what you need because, Berrettini's a favorite for me. Oh, good return, though, from Berrettini. That's a huge backhand down the line from PCB. He absolutely read that like a book, the return from Berrettini. Got across so nicely and set it up. Beautiful backhand down the line from the Spaniard. Stepped in. He's such a great shot maker on this surface, PCB, really, especially when he's playing confidently like he is now. Because I'm starting to think Monfils could do it. I'm starting to believe Monfils could do it. It would be an incredible story if he does do it. Into out forehand from PCB. He's crunching the ball here. He's hitting the ball so cleanly early on here. Berrettini slicing. He's just trying to stay in this rally, to be honest with you. Just pouring that forehand and clips the baseline. PCB can't believe it's clipped the baseline. He pulls another forehand back. Berrettini tries to slice down the line. Goes into the net. 40 love to PCB here. Very, very interesting. I think if Monfils does it, it will be one of the biggest like upsets and surprises in recent time. To be honest with you, but yeah, it is. Monfils can't beat Medvedev, in my opinion. Can make the final. And it would be amazing if he did. Yeah, I think Medvedev is the really the boogeyman, isn't he? Big serve from PCB down the tee. Huge forehand. What a forehand from the Spaniard. He's absolutely creamed that forehand cross court. That is almost Berrettini like the way he's hit that forehand. Dare I say it? Beautiful forehand from PCB. Unbelievable hitting early doors here. Tell you what, if you're not watching this, try and watch this because at the moment PCB is striking the ball better than like I've seen in a couple of days. To be honest with you, unbelievable. Yeah, Medvedev. I can't see Medvedev losing really. The only person I can see him potentially losing to is if Nadal's really fresh, he's fit, and he just comes out and they play like a really tight 4 or 5 setter, and Nadal somehow manages to like nick it. Medvedev doesn't play his best tennis. I just think on hard courts, Medvedev is such a nightmare. Um, he's so good. He's just so good. Kadir says I can see Monfils beating Shapovalov and maybe a tied Nadal. Yeah, maybe. Scare says it's the Artengo gear. It could be. It could be. Yeah. I know you're a big fan of the Tango gear. Interestingly, so Svitolina actually changed coach to Monfils' team. I think it was a bad move. Since that, she's actually dropped down the rankings. And it's not to say that Monfils' team is bad because obviously Monfils is doing well at the moment. It's more to do with the fact that Monfils is trying to play more aggressively. Svitolina doesn't hit the ball clean enough or hard enough on the women's tour to like emulate that type of game. And I think the coaching style probably she needs to find or go back to either her old coach or someone different to really bring the best out of her. Because I think Monfils is doing well with that style, but Svitolina is not. The slice from PCB cross court. Berrettini tries to go into out with a forehand or into in, sorry, even, and goes into the net. So love 15. At the moment, I mean, PCB winning the exchange from the back of the court. The biggest thing for Berrettini is trying to make the points as quick and swift as possible. Kadir says, I think Medvedev has Nadal's number unless he pulls a 2017 Federer style madness out of the box. I mean, he beat him in the 2019 US Open, though, Nadal, to be fair, in 5 sets. Oh, that's a good 1-2 punch from the Italian. Berrettini goes out wide with a big serve. PCB goes cross court with a forehand return. It's short, though. And Berrettini steps in and crunches the in-to-win forehand for a clean winner. Very impressive from Berrettini. His Monfils breaks in the 3rd set. Yeah, I think he'll do it in straight sets. Monfils is he's a good player, man. He's had a pretty easy run, to be fair, as well. Not been a hard run, but at the end of the day, he's getting it done. Backhand down the middle. And the fact that he's getting it done in straight sets every match is really impressive. That's what's impressing the most. Berrettini steps in and crunches the forehand into out 30-15. Because in the past, right, Monfils would, against these types of opponents, he'd potentially lose, but even if he didn't lose, he'd still win in 4 or 5 sets. There wouldn't be many matches where he'd blow people away. He's starting to do that more so, which is really, really good. That's what you want to see. Berrettini 30-15 up here. Huge serve down the tee. PCB actually gets a racket on it, but whips the forehand out of the court, or off court even. 40-15. The Italian starting to find his mojo on that serve. Yep, I'll come to that, Kadir, after this game. 40-15 to Berrettini. Huge serve down the tee. Berrettini 3-1 up here and an ace to finish off the game. Kadir says, thoughts on Sinner and de Minaur's run so far? I think Sinner's is not too surprising. He'll make the quarterfinals. I'm trying to think who he's got actually tomorrow. Who's he got? Actually, who does he have? Let's have a look. I mean, he's got de Minaur. I think Sinner will win that, but it depends because really the crowd's going to be hugely behind Alex de Minaur. Yeah, the forehand has definitely been quite impressive, I think, from de Minaur. It's been a lot better. We know he's got great movement and speed around the court. Good serve from PCB as Berrettini slices into the net. But yeah, Sinner, It's not surprising, I don't think, in making the fourth round. I don't think it'd be surprising if he even made, yeah, the quarters or potentially even a semi, to be honest with you. But yeah, Dimona, I think if he makes the quarterfinals, I think it's more surprising than Sinner. Big serve from PCB, but goes wide. So 15 love here. Second serve into the backhand of Berrettini. Berrettini goes into the net. Too many returns. Not being successful at the moment for Berrettini. Okay, it says Monfils was one of the best juniors. He won 3 out of the 4 Grand Slams in 2004. Only didn't win the US Open due to injury. Yeah, look. I'm going to be honest with you, though, Sakea. Being a fantastic junior doesn't mean you're going to be a fantastic player. He is a very good player, Monfils. So I'm not saying it's the same for him, but the fact that he hasn't replicated that form in the pros says a lot about the difference. What a backhand from Berrettini. It was an approach shot from CARRENO Busta. Berrettini gets across, and you just think, how is he going to get that past CARRENO Busta? He just really, let's have a look. He slices it, and it just curves into the court. Beautiful pass in the end from Berrettini. Beautiful pass. Really impressive stuff and fantastic point. 30-15 even here to the Spaniard. Big serve out wide, though, and slices Berrettini into the net. So 40-15 here. And PCB just looks like he's business-like, just getting through it. Love it. But yeah, like being a fantastic junior doesn't always translate to being a fantastic pro player or replicating exactly the same form, and vice versa. Like you might not be a particularly good junior, but you can mature later. Obviously, it's an indication of your talent, but it's not the biggest indicator, I would say personally, which is why we haven't seen it always being the same replicated. Good forehand cross court from PCB, and Berrettini goes down the line and goes long. Cadiz is glad to see Keys and Pegula doing well on the women's side. Yeah, I was really happy about Keys. I mean, I did the Badosa and Madison Keys live stream, and Madison Keys absolutely blew Badosa out of the water. It was crazy to see. I've actually got all my predictions wrong for the women so far, which is apart from Barty. So I predicted Barty to win, but I thought Sakari would beat Pegula. Pegula beat Sakari. I thought Azarenka would beat Krejcikova. Krejcikova would beat Azarenka. And then the other one was obviously Keys and Badosa. And I thought Badosa would just edge that, but I thought it'd be close. I said I wouldn't be surprised if Keys upset her, but I chose, Badosa. Keys was playing so well. I watched the whole match from start to finish, and the in-to-out forehand was destructive. She returned really well. She punished the Badosa second serve. Even some of the first serves, some fantastic return winners. She was moving really well, Madison Keys. The backhand down the line was sublime at times. And honestly, if we look at it, genuinely, like, I thought she was really, really impressive. And on top of Badosa, I mean, look, I think there was definitely some sort of potential physical ailment, but I don't think that's the main reason. I just think she mentally as well was a little bit shocked about getting blown away like that. And I think it was 10 double faults in the game, or the match, sorry. Not ideal whatsoever. She really struggled on serve. Scare says Monfils is 5-3 up. Yeah, good to see. So it looks like he will be making his way into the quarterfinals. He'll play the winner of Berrettini and PCB. So this match that we're covering now. Berrettini with a big serve down the tee, and then a huge forehand cross court from the middle of the court for 15 love. 1-2 punch, and probably Berrettini's favorite combination there. That serve and forehand. So that's all he wants, right? He wants the serve so that he can hit that forehand. Either he wants an ace, an unreturnable serve, or a chance to be able to unleash the forehand in a good position. Good serve again. And now it's an in-to-out forehand from Berrettini. In again, it's a short return from PCB, just sits up. Berrettini moves well to it, puts away the forehand, easy as you like for the Italian. This is Karatsev out to Manarino, I think was the biggest upset so far. Oh, I don't think so. That's not the biggest upset, Kadir. Come on. You can't be serious. What about Kontaveit losing to Torsen? What about, big serve. What about Cornet beating Muguruza? And the men's, what else? Her catch losing to Manarino was more of an upset than Karatsev losing. Second serve into the body, and PCB goes wide with the forehand. 40 love. Berrettini that is starting to now find his service, kicking up a lot. The MPH is up, or kilometers per hour. Kevin Galina says Pavoy Chi Vinci. Don't know what that means. Pavoy Chi Vince. Not sure what that means in Italian. Apologies, I don't speak Italian, Kevin. But thanks for tuning into the stream. Right, 40 love, Berrettini. Big serve out wide, good backhand return, cross court, slicing that down the line, then backhand up the line. That's beautiful from Berrettini. Really good from Berrettini. And he seals the game to love with that backhand on the line. Really impressive. Obviously, his girlfriend, Isla Tomjanovic, is in the crowd as well. Kadis says her catch, I didn't rate him to unless he seems uncut for a Grand Slam win. Yeah, but neither's Karatsev though, buddy. Karatsev's not going to win a Grand Slam in his career. I'd be extremely surprised. Her catcher's got more chance of winning a Grand Slam than Karatsev. A lot more of a chance. Potential-wise, only 24 as well. His game is better as well, and he's ranked a lot higher. There's a reason for that. Slice from Berrettini into the corner, backhand to backhand here, then in from Berrettini. Huge forehand, then goes down the line with the forehand. It's a monster forehand. PCB lobs and goes long. So Berrettini with a little inroad here at love 15. This is Monfils with a match point. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. I want him to do well. Who doesn't? Like, if you don't want him to do well, then you don't like tennis, man. You don't like tennis. Here you go, love 15. Big serve from PCB down the tee. Berrettini goes into forehand side, then goes up the line with the forehand. Berrettini surviving in this rally. Goes long. Goes long. So it's love 30 here. Berrettini has gone inroad here early doors in this service game with PCBs. He looks so confident in the previous ones, PCB. Even looked pretty good in some of the return games. But here, Berrettini now has an opportunity, a big opportunity at love 30. Big serve down the tee. Has he made it? No, he hasn't. So it's going to be a second serve. This is going to be crucial. Berrettini takes a step back, interestingly. Thinks it's going to be a big kick serve. It is a big kick serve. He sets up the forehand cross court, then slices into the backhand corner. PCB goes into out with the forehand. And Berrettini makes the mistake on the backhand. So 15-30. Kadis says Kyrgios and Kok upsetting Mektic and Pavic was very entertaining too. Yeah, I saw. I heard about it. I don't really cover doubles or pay too much attention to it, which is a bit bad. To be honest with you, I should do more. But yeah, really, really impressive win. Big serve out wide from PCB. Good backhand return though from Berrettini. Good depth from PCB as well. Backhand to backhand exchange here. PCB driving the backhand, as is Berrettini. Then Berrettini slicing down the line to the forehand. Forehand up the line from PCB. Very good depth, actually, from PCB. Very good. And Berrettini then slices into the net. Really off balance slicing there as well. Bizarre. Didn't really move his feet correctly there. A little bit lazy, dare I say it, in that slice. It's 30 all here. PCB at 30 all. He manages to hold it. It'll be a good hold. His love 30 down, obviously, as well. So it'll be a very solid hold. Will serve down the tee, but just missing that one, PCB. Second serve is crucial at this point. Into the forehand, whips the forehand cross court. Berrettini, as does PCB, up the line goes Berrettini. Fantastic backhand, clipping the baseline. PCB. Berrettini surviving, and PCB comes forward and hits the in to out forehand. Berrettini saying, he's saying that was out, wasn't it? Let's have a look. He thinks one of the shots was out. I don't think it was. No, it's inside the baseline. It's inside the baseline. You can see it's inside the base on the replay as well. He's pointing to a mark which is long, but it's not that mark. All right, 40-30 here. PCB goes into the forehand, and Berrettini slicing onto the baseline. Backhand goes long, so very good hold for the Spaniard in the end. 4-3. and he stays in front, nudges in front on serve. Berrettini will be thinking that was a chance. Probably should have done a slightly better there, and he won't be mistaken for thinking that. Guys, we've got a few of you in the chat, so thank you very much for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Please do remember to smash the like button if you haven't done so already. Thank you if you have already liked the video. I do appreciate it. But yeah, liking just really helps us out. It's quick, it's easy. And of course, it helps the channel to grow. Do subscribe to the channel as well if you want to get more content like this. We will be doing more live streams tomorrow. I think, let's see, what's tomorrow actually? We'll be doing quite a few tomorrow, I'd imagine. Fritz Tsitsipas we can do. We'll do that tomorrow. And what else? Kanepi Sabalenka. Probably do that as well. Is that on the same court? Yeah, Rod Laver Arena. Let's see why not. So we'll probably do both of those. Swiatek Thirsty and Cilic Orgalesian probably too early to do, honestly. Yeah, Fritz Tsitsipas though we can do, and we'll do Kanepi Sabalenka probably. So those two most likely. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Do remember to smash the like button, please. It really, really does help. And subscribe. And hit the notification bell actually as well if you want to get alerted to those streams when they start. Right. Monfils in straight sets, good to see. And Kadir says, will Fritz Tsitsipas be entertaining? I think it will be. I think Fritz is playing some really good tennis. And in fact, some other people, so including Gil Gross, who's been on the channel, has actually predicted Fritz to upset Tsitsipas in the next round, which is, I think Tsitsipas will win, but I think Fritz has been playing some good tennis. So don't be surprised if he pulls up an upset. But yeah, fantastic serve from Berrettini down the tee on the juice side. I think it will be at least 4 sets that Fritz Tsitsipas match for sure. Skate says Monfils has done it. Yep, he has. Very good win for the Frenchman, and he progresses to the quarterfinals. And he'll face the winner of Berrettini and PCB. So this match here, which at the moment is in the balance. 15 love here. Berrettini, second serve, goes into the backhand of PCB, then an into in forehand from Berrettini, which he whips straight into the dram lines at 15 all. That was a crazy forehand, very crazy forehand from Berrettini. Right, here we go, 15 all. All big from Berrettini, big serve out wide. 30-15 now. Very good serving from Berrettini. Big, big stuff from the Italian player. Bruno says, can PCB stun Berrettini in a tight, very tough 5 sets, just like Shapo stunned Zverev? PCB can beat him in straight sets or 4 sets as well. I think this is a very even match, to be honest with you, just because of how PCB plays. Cross-court backhand from the Spaniard, then into out. Berrettini crunches the backhand, cross-court. Good backhand from Berrettini. Surprisingly, you don't see many backhands like that from the Italian. Definitely better from him. And then CARRENO BUSTA goes into the net with the backhand. So 40-15, and Berrettini looking to keep it on serve. But yeah, like it's a possibility, Krunal. Thanks for tuning in as well. Guys, yeah, do remember to smash the like button, Krunal, as well. And I think it's okay. I think you guys all have. But yeah, if you haven't done so, please do. It does help us out. 40-15 here. Big serve down the middle of the box from Berrettini, though. And then what's gone on there? Oh, it's gone long. PCB's gone long with the forehand. So it's 4 all here. And very much a tight affair here. Very much a tight affair. It's interesting as well to see how these guys do. I think as the match wears on as well, is there going to be a bit of wear and tear? They've had some long matches. Both guys, to be fair, have had long matches in this Australian Open so far. 4 all, good serve from PCB out wide, and Berrettini whips the forehand into the net. So yeah, very good from the Spaniard. Right, 15 love. Forehand cross court from PCB. Yeah, goes cross court, goes into out with the forehand. And Berrettini, oh, just very interestingly, just kind of punches the backhand into the tram line. So very interesting stuff from PCB. Well, sorry, from Berrettini even. Umpire just smirking, saying, "Oh, that could have hit me," but luckily for her, it didn't. Oh, fantastic serve. Short serve out wide from PCB. Now says PCB playing just awesome tennis this year. He's playing quite well. I think last year he played very well in the first half of the year. Obviously, he made the US Open final a couple of years ago as well. He's a very good player. Um, he's just been a little bit up and down, which is why his ranking has dropped a little bit. He was actually in the top 10 at one point. So he's a good player, just needs to stay nice and consistent. Where we go. So second serve here. PCB getting it done though behind his serve at the moment. Chris says if PCB wins, who will he face in the quarterfinals? He'll face Monfils. Good serve. Very good second serve from PCB. Then in to win on the forehand, but he's very cramped hitting that. And Berrettini goes, I'll take that. Thank you very much. And crunches a forehand down the line for a winner. So 40-15 here. Not in a huge amount of trouble here, PCB. It needs to obviously look after this service game. It's not over yet. But he's 1 point away from taking this game and then forcing Berrettini to serve to stay in this set. Good serve down the tee from PCB, is it? No, it's just gone long. So it'll be a second serve here that Berrettini can potentially attack. Into the backhand goes PCB, then into out with the forehand. And Berrettini goes into the net. So that's 5-4 to PCB. And he will be forcing Berrettini to serve for the match. Sorry, not to serve the match. He'll be forcing Berrettini to serve to stay in the set. Like the match is already over. Chris says, what were your reaction of today's summer from? What's your reaction? I guess for Shapovalov stunning Zverev in straight sets. Very, very shocking to be honest with you, to say the least. Really, really surprising. Wasn't expecting it to happen like that. I think if Shapovalov was going to win, I was expecting him to win in at least 4 sets, if not 5. Didn't expect it to be a straight set victory, to say the least. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, thanks guys well for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Thanks to those who have liked the video and subscribed to the channel. If you haven't done so already, please do. Read us, help us out. You are all legends. Thank you. Right, 5-4 here. And Berrettini serving to stay in this set. No breaks of serve as of yet in this set. So Berrettini and PC both looking off their serves quite nice. I don't think there's actually been a single breakpoint opportunity, actually, which is quite surprising as well. But so far, so good. Just Winner says, who do you think is going to win? I think that, it's difficult. I actually predicted Berrettini yesterday. I'm going to say PCB, but with not a lot of confidence. It's a 50-50, genuinely, this match. Huge serve from Berrettini, return from PCB, but the slice approach from Berrettini goes long. So under pressure here, love 15 here, straight away, Berrettini. Grunol says, can Taylor Fritz also stun Tsitsipas tomorrow in 4 or 5 sets? What do you say, sir? Yeah, I mean, that's what some people are predicting, but I'm going to back Tsitsipas in 4 sets. That's my prediction anyway. 15, big serve down the tee from Berrettini. Misses the line though, so second serve here now for PCB to have a look at. Goes into the backhand, goes cross court, does PCB, steps in, goes cross court with the backhand again, slice from Berrettini into the backhand corner. PCB goes into the tram lines. So, love 30, sorry, 15 all even. That's a big mistake from PCB. He looks to his box to say, "Oh, that's a bad mistake. I had a chance there," and he did. He had a big, big chance there. He really did because at love 30, it would have been very, very tough. Very, very tough. Here we go, return from PCB, but it's a smash opportunity for Berrettini from the baseline. He puts it away. Beautiful smash from the Italian. Really impressive from Berrettini. Greenhill says Taylor Fritz versus Djokovic Australian Open 2021 is more interesting, and he will give a tough fight. Djokovic. Eh? Djokovic isn't in the Australian Open, buddy. Fantastic forehand cross court from Berrettini. It's 40-15, and he's doing a good job to look after his serve here. 76% of you think Berrettini will win, which is understandable given the seeding. Look, he's definitely the favourite in this match. I just don't think it's as clear cut as the seeding suggests. But I'm going to back the upset, but I've absolutely no idea, honestly. There you go. Big serve into the forehand of PCB. It's a slice and just goes long. So good hold for the Italian. And he is now still in this set at 5-all. Looks like we could be heading to a tiebreaker. Just want to say, I'm not sure who's going to win. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now, to be fair, as well. Don't blame you. I think it's definitely an interesting matchup. Not 100% sure how it's going to pan out, honestly. It's a very intriguing match. I don't think it's straightforward at all. Here we go. PCB now to serve to stay in front. 5-all here. Big serve out wide, but goes into the net. So it'll be a second serve now that Berrettini will be able to have a look at. Oh, the forehand goes into the forehand from Berrettini is very deep. It's got good pace on it. CARRENO BUSTA says, I'm not going to go onto my forehand. I'm going to hit a backhand in to win there. Fortunately, goes along with it. Not probably the right option you would imagine from PCB there. Here we go, love 15. Big serve down at C from PCB. Then Berrettini whips the forehand or clips the net cord, and then he passes PCB. This is a huge, huge game, and potentially it looks like we could have a break of serve here, or a chance at least, because it is love 30 here. Grenal says Chilich versus FA tomorrow. Who will win? I am I am a fan of Chilich down the line. The backhand down the line from Chilich. I think he'll win in 4 sets, says Krunal. I'm going to go FA, but I wouldn't be surprised if Chilich won. Yes, just when Rafa Nadal won his match in straight sets against Manarino. There we go. Second serve goes into the forehand of Berrettini. It's a loopy return. Slices down the middle. PCB steps in. Doesn't come to the net, interestingly. Goes backhand cross court. Slice from Berrettini. Clips the top of the net cord and just drops over. That is so fortunate for Berrettini. He's got 3 break points. He says sorry. PCB cannot believe it. He genuinely looks furious, and I don't blame him on that one, to be fair. That is very, very unfortunate. Very, very lucky stuff from Berrettini, but he'll take it. That's for sure. He'll take it. Big serve out wide to the backhand. PCB goes cross court with the backhand. Berrettini up the line. And the forehand goes out. So 6-5. And Berrettini gets the break here. He gets the break here. Crazy stuff. Straight away. Berrettini getting the break early. I say early. Late in this first set. Impressive stuff from the Italian. Just hung in there. There's a couple of interesting service games for himself, and managed to recover straight away impressively. And he's 6-5 up here, now serving for the set. Just says Rafa is my favorite tennis player. Nice. He's actually my favorite tennis player too, Just but I'm a fan of tennis first and foremost. But yeah, he's the player that I supported growing up anyway. But yeah, love everyone to be fair. Djokovic, Federer, all these guys as well playing at the moment. Thanks, guys, as well for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Those who have already liked the video and subscribed, thank you. I do appreciate it. Great to have you as part of the Quality Shot family and also getting involved. If you guys haven't done so already, please do remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really, really does help us out by liking and subscribing. And also clicking the notification bell as well to get alerted to all the new videos. I do appreciate all your guys' support. You're all legends for tuning in and getting involved. Thank you to you all. So, Berrettini now serving for the set. Look at that average forehand topspin speed. It's exactly the same PCB and Berrettini. Crazy. Shows how well PCB's been hitting the forehand. Big serve from Berrettini, but that's a beautiful return from PCB, is it? Yes, it is. It's a return winner. He's clipped the line there. Beautiful return off the first serve of Berrettini. Really impressive stuff from the Spaniard. This one says he is the best. Fair enough. Right, love 15 here. Big serve there from Berrettini, and he clips the line. 15 all. And that's what he can do, Berrettini. Get himself out of trouble with some big serving. He's done it just there. He actually hit a slice serve there just to go away from the hitting zone of PCB. Very clever serving from Berrettini. Oh, that's a huge serve. That's a bit quicker. That is 213k. Huge serve down the tee from the Italian. 30-15. Absolute rocket of a serve. And PCB saying, yeah, fair enough. It is what it is. Can't really do much with that. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Over 40 in the chat. Thank you for getting involved. Please remember to smash the like button. It's quick, it's free, it's easy, it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you very much. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you, legends. A second serve here for PCB to have a look at now at 30-15. Goes into the forehand side. Big kick serve from Berrettini. Goes backhand cross court, the Italian, but goes into the net. So 30 all. And it's not going to be in straightforward service game by the looks of it. PCB keeps on knocking on the door. Any chance he has to hit a good return, he's cashing in. He's being quite clinical with it. Let's see, can he continue to cash in and potentially open up a break point in this? Obviously, Berrettini serving for the set. Big serve down the tee. PCB gets that slice return in, and then it's a volley. Oh dear. Oh dear. He was surviving PCB in the rally. Berrettini hits a very good forehand into it approach. Berrettini comes to the net, and it's a slice from PCB. I tell you what, it's a very clever slice on the forehand from PCB, stretching. It's very low over the net. Berrettini, though, should put that volley away. He doesn't. He misses the volley. The volley, he tries to go for a drop volley, and it goes into the middle of the net. So it's a breakpoint opportunity here for PCB at 30-40. Here we go, breakpoint opportunity. Berrettini 6-5 up. Big serve, though, down the tee to swat away the breakpoint like it wasn't even there. Really impressive stuff from Berrettini. Back to juice, or to juice even, for Berrettini as well. 6-5 and juice here, and serving for this set. Bit of trouble there with that break point. He'll be hoping to just wrap it up now in the next 2 points. With his Hugo Boss black shirt on. Big serve down the tee again. Oh, this is huge serving. There's nothing that CARRENO Busta can do unless he gambles and potentially tries to guess which way Berrettini is going. He's predominantly going down the tee, Berrettini. So I don't know whether PCB can gamble on that. But at the moment, that's huge serving for Berrettini, and that's got him out of trouble. Here we go. Set point to the big Italian. Big serve out wide this time. PCB gets that return in. It's short, and Berrettini puts away the drive forehand. PCB puts his head up to say, oh, I had a chance there at break point. And unfortunately for PCB, he concedes that first set. Berrettini takes it 7-5 in this fourth round tie. A very impressive stuff from the Italian, who held firm to hold and take that first set. 7-5 Right, let's go through the stats then. So 7 aces for Berrettini, 1 for CARRENO BUSTA in that set. No double faults for each, which is great to see. We love to see no double faults at this level. I just feel like double faults is such a no-no, like maximum of 2 in a set. Any more than that, and I just think it's, it gets ridiculous. Justwinder says, everybody like the video. Yes, please, everyone do like the video. Thank you, Justwinder. First serve percentage, 68% for PCB, 73% for Berrettini. And considering how big that serve is, at 73%, there's a reason why he hasn't been broken in this set, right? 83% of first serve points won is huge. To be fair, for PCB, not bad at 74%. I think if we look at these serve stats, so 74% of first serve points won for PCB is less, but it's still pretty damn good. And the second serve points won, if you look, 67% of second serve points won, which is actually better than Berrettini's 56%. And the reason why that's the case, and you might be thinking it's because PCB's second serve is better. It's not necessarily the case. It's more to do with the fact that PCB is a much better returner than anything, to be fair. He's a very, very good returner, is PCB. In comparison, I would say anyway, to Berrettini. But Berrettini's serving is so huge, so they kind of almost evens out, if that makes sense. The second serve points one anyway. The first serve, there's a huge gulf in that first serve. Winners to unforced errors, look at this, 7-3. So a very tidy set from PCB overall. Just didn't quite manage to convert that one break point he had. Berrettini had one opportunity to break and he took it. And that was really the biggest difference. And if you look at winners and unforced errors for Berrettini, again, pretty tidy as well, 16 and 11. 16 winners to 11 unforced errors. So impressive stuff from the Italian. But yeah, good set of tennis, pretty tidy from both. Some big hitting as well. But honestly, both performing pretty well. And I think we're going to see another tight set. Bye, says Justwinder. Bye, thank you. Just having a look at the highlights as well. Some good backhands actually from Berrettini. Oh, we just missed a point. Thank you, Eurosport, for that. But anyway, Berrettini just hit a backhand down the line for a winner. Love 15 here in this second set. PCB goes into the backhand again. Cross court goes Berrettini. Good backhand from PCB. Good depth into in forehand. Then goes down the line with the forehand. Comes to the net. It's a slice from Berrettini. It's an approach shot from CARRENO BUSTA. And Berrettini whips the forehand round CARRENO BUSTA down the line to pass him. So love 30 here. And this is a big, big game, you'd imagine. If Berrettini gets the break early on here in this set could be gone quite quickly for CARRENO BUSTA. He needs to make sure he looks after this game. The approach volley just wasn't quite good enough from CARRENO BUSTA. Not enough depth on it. And Berrettini cashes in. So love 30 here. Big serve into the body. Good backhand from Berrettini. Well, good enough anyway, because CARRENO BUSTA goes long with the forehand cross court. He goes into the tram lines. It's 3 breakpoint opportunities here for Berrettini in the first game of this set. Very, very interesting. Love 40 here, and Matteo Berrettini has 3 breakpoint opportunities. Good set about wide from PCB. Berrettini tries to slice that back, but goes into the net. So 15-40 here, and PCB will have to save another couple of break points to have a chance of holding serve here. Berrettini just blowing onto his hands and his grip, and here we go, 15-40. Big serve, but just misses the line, PCB. So it'll be a second serve here. Berrettini actually staying in his position, not stepping in, which is interesting. Forehand goes cross court from Berrettini. Forehand from PCB. Very good forehand cross court. Then goes backhand. Fantastic depth from PCB. And then it's a beautiful drop volley. That is a fantastic point from Pablo CARRENO BUSTA. It was a beautiful forehand cross court. Great depth. Then beautiful backhand cross court again. Phenomenal depth. And then the best thing about this is the drop volley at the end. It's a slice from Berrettini. It's very low of the net. And he just plays it and places it so beautiful, the drop volley. It's not easy, I tell you that. That drop volley sliding forward. Berrettini sliced that very low of the net. It's a really impressive point from the Spaniard. He saves 2 break points, but there's a third opportunity here for the Italian. 30-40 in a second serve now here. Second serve into the backhand of Berrettini, cross court. Berrettini whips the forehand into the forehand of PCB. PCB goes up the line, and then a slice from Berrettini straight into the net. So that will be very disappointing for the Italian. That's 3 break points he's just burnt, and he looks to his rocket, his rocket. He looks to his racket even, sorry, to say, "Oh, what have I done there?" It's a bad mistake from the Italian, and you can see it on his face. He's thinking, missed the trick there for sure. If PCB holds here, it'll be a very impressive hold. He's got to juice, big serve, decent return from Berrettini just to get that. And then it's a volley from PCB, really impressive. He knew Berrettini was going to slice and probably slice not too low over the net as well, just defensively after that forehand. He comes forward and came forward beautifully. Gustav Bhattacharjee says, I love Berrettini. He's a great personality. He is a great personality, showing off his muscle and biceps in the last match as well against Alcaraz. After winning that, he's a good personality. He seems like a really nice guy as well. Backhand cross court into out, forehand from Berrettini. Berrettini whips the forehand cross court. PCB goes and finds the angle on the forehand side, but Berrettini slices in to the tram lines. So it's CARRENO Busta who holds serve. Very, very impressive stuff from PCB, managing to hold there, which is, to be fair, a very, very good hold in the end, considering he saved 3 break points. He was 40 love down in that game. Great resilience. That will give him confidence now for the rest of the set. Berrettini will be thinking, okay, yeah, disappointed I didn't get the break points, but it shows that I'm able to get into his serve, so opportunities will come again. That's what he'll be thinking in a positive mindset. Win predictor before the match was 58% to Matteo Berrettini. Now it's 76% to the Italian. Krunel says, Cilic versus FAA, who is the best server out of the two? I'd say probably Cilic, but FA's serving has become much, much better as well. Guys, well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to smash the like button. It's a big thumbs up button. It doesn't cost you anything. And do subscribe to the channel as well for more videos like this. And click the notification bell as well. Berrettini now here serving to keep it on serve. Or fault, so second serve here for the Spaniard to return. Goes big into the body. CARRENO Busta does well to get around that onto the forehand. Good depth. But then the backhand from CARRENO Busta goes long. That was an opportunity. He got into the rally there, PCB. But unfortunately made the error. Gustav says, by the way, Nadal versus Shapovalov is going to be a mouth-watering clash. I agree. That's going to be a really good clash. I'm a bit of a Rafa fan, so I'd back him. But also, I just think the experience. But Shapovalov will take a lot of confidence from that Zverev win. And he won in straight sets, so he won't be too tired. He's had a couple of longer matches earlier on, but he's very young. Nadal had, again, a straight set win over Manarino, so they'll both be quite fresh going into that. Nadal's going to have to play some of his best tennis, I think, against Shapovalov, honestly, because I think he'll be very much up for it, the Canadian. Or good serve down the tee from Berrettini. Then Berrettini goes cross-court with a forehand, as does CARRENO Busta. And Berrettini makes a mistake, goes into the net. His forehand breaks down there, so 15 all. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Nadal Shapovalov. We should be covering that on the channel as well. Hopefully it's at a decent time. Or I might just have to wake up in the middle of the night and stream it, to be fair, because that's just, you can't be missed that matchup, can it? That quarterfinal match. Can't miss watching it and doing commentary for it. Fantastic serve out wide from Berrettini, then goes into out. Huge serve. And then 1-2 punch from Berrettini. 30-15, beautiful into out forehand from the Italian. So I'm also a Rafa fan, but I think Shapovalov will give him a tough time. I agree. I don't think it'll be easy. I think if it's 3 sets, it'll be very tight 3 sets. And if not, I could see it being 4 or 5 sets. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I'm hoping for a Rafa Nadal Medvedev final after Zverev's gone out now. I would have predicted Zverev Medvedev, but yeah, anyway, big serve from Berrettini out wide. And that will be 40-15. I actually predicted Zverev to win the Australian Open. How wrong was I, hey? How wrong was I? 40-15. Tennis is a funny game. It really is. But that's why we love it. The unpredictability at times. 40-15, big serve from Berrettini into the forehand slice, return from PCB, but straight into the forehand Berrettini. He absolutely whips away that forehand down the line for a winner. It's 1-1 and not the best return that that PCB could have delivered there. I think he'll be a bit disappointed that he didn't slice that into the backhand of Berrettini at least. Guys, over 30 of you in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. I really, really do appreciate it. Please do remember to smash the like button. It's a big thumbs up button. It doesn't cost you anything. It really does help us out at the channel. We're growing and we want help with the algorithm as well, right? So liking the video helps us with the YouTube algorithm, apparently. And do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. We are doing more live streams. We've done 4 live streams today. We did Badosa versus Madison Keys. We also then did Zverev Shapovalov. We then did Barty versus Anisimova. And now we're doing this as our 4th stream as Berrettini goes long with the forehand return. So yeah, do get involved. Click the notification bell as well if you want to get alerted to these videos and streams that are coming out. We do roundups each day as well, like under 10-minute summary of the day's play as well. And we do collaborations with other channels like The Slice and Gil Gross. Berrettini surviving in this rally so far, just going left to right, slicing, and CARRENO Busta makes the mistake, goes along with the forehands. That's a big, big unforced error from the Spaniard, 15-all. Christoph says, even I also predicted, he says, I predicted Zverev to win too. Yeah, I think a few people did, to be fair. I mean, he was the favorite alongside Medvedev. I think Medvedev is probably, if we're talking about favorites, he's probably tier 1, and then you got like Zverev maybe 1.2, and then the rest are kind of below him, right? That's how I was seeing it. Big serve from PCB going out wide. Berrettini, though, not having to return that, and it's just gone long. So second serve here. Oh, he's missed that second serve. It's a double fault from the Spaniard. PCB, that's interesting. He's just double faulted. You wouldn't expect him to. He doesn't have a huge, huge serve. Yeah, interesting. Here we go, 15-30. Big serve from PCB. Then into in forehand, very good. Gets round it, goes into out. Berrettini getting across, slices that deep though. PCB goes cross court with a forehand. Berrettini tries to whip the forehand. Has he cut the baseline there? I don't think he has. No, he's just gone long. So that's 30-all. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Impressive stuff from PCB. Just sticking in there, which is what you need. Big serve down the tee from CARRENO Busta, and Berrettini goes along with the forehand. Impressive. Very impressive. Berrettini, sometimes returning can be a little bit loose, is the problem. But CARRENO Busta is serving quite well as well, to be fair to him. Good serve down the tee. Berrettini with a short forehand return, then goes backhand into the net. It's pretty loose from the Italian, but he won't be too unhappy with it. He is a set up here, still on serve. He had 3 opportunities to break in that first set, but again, won't be too unhappy with how this is going so far. But PCB is definitely sticking in there. He's staying in there, and very interesting to see now how it all pans out. Right, so about to see how the rest of this all pans out. I'm very excited, actually, to see if Berrettini can get this done in straight sets or if PCB makes a little bit of a comeback here, because I have a feeling that this is not going to be as straightforward. Tennis Paris Brothers says, hi, bro. Hi, Tennis Paris Brothers. How you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in. Berrettini set up here at 7-5, 2-1 down in the second set, but obviously still on serve. Had those 3 break points in that first game. Didn't put them away, wasn't really clinical enough. PCB doing quite well to recover from there as well. Still quite nip and tuck, especially in the second set. And obviously, only just that single break of serve in the first set, and Berrettini took that one opportunity he had in the first set. They each had one breakpoint opportunity in that first set, and Berrettini was the one to take it, which is why he took the first set 7-5. Here we go, 1-2, and Berrettini just preparing to serve down some rockets by the looks of it. As Pablo says, doing very well. Just seen Berrettini, a set. So he's not a breakup, he's a set, and it's on serve. So yeah, it's 2-1 CARRENO BUSTA, and Berrettini just serving now at 2-1 down. Here you go, second serve. Berrettini goes into the forehand of PCB. PCB goes long with the forehand. It's a big kick second serve from the big Italian, and the Spaniard going long with a forehand. So 15 love here to PCB. Sorry, 15 love even, to Berrettini. Really liking the PCB attire, to be fair. It's a navy blue shirt with a little bit of a pattern at the top, light baby blue, almost panel. And to be fair, Berrettini all in black in his Hugo Boss outfit. Huge serve from Berrettini out wide. 30 love, an ace. And interesting to see how many aces he served. We'll have a look actually in a bit, because I think it's been quite a fair amount. I'd say about 10. 30 love here, big serve out wide. CARRENO BUSTA getting a racket on it, but going long. So 40 love, and looks like it's going to be quite a straightforward service game for Berrettini. He's really motoring through this service game at the moment. Tennis Paris Brother says, how far do you think Berrettini will reach at the Australian Open? So if he wins this, he'll face Monfils in the next round. It's very difficult to say until he wins this, I guess. But drop shot from Berrettini. PCB just, what is that? That is bizarre. That is really bizarre from PCB. It's a drop shot from Berrettini. PCB gets up and tries to almost hit a drop shot of his own. And Berrettini gets there really easily. Like, it's right next to Berrettini. He goes, okay, and just knocks it over. Bizarre choice of shot from PCB. Let's have a look. He gets there with a lot of time as well. Almost, I think, hits the backhand maybe. And then Berrettini just guides it back over the net. Let's have a look. Well, I think the bounce was strange, actually, more than anything. But Berrettini, yeah, managing to guide that over. So an easy hold to love. It looks like most likely he'll probably win this match. So if he does, I don't think the Monfils match is an easy match. But again, he'll go into that the favourite. Then the thing is, does he make the semi-finals? And then he'll face Nadal or Shapovalov. I can't see him going any further than the semi-finals. To be honest with you, I can't see him making the final. I can see him getting to the quarters, obviously, because that means he wins this match. And potentially the semi-finals. Monfils, I mean, he'd be the favourite, Berrettini, but Monfils is playing very well at the moment. Sebacardi says, Forza Matteo. Yeah, and Forza Matteo indeed, because Matteo at the moment is a set-up, and it's on serve here. Good return from Berrettini. Beautiful depth on the backhand cross court. And PCB goes long with the forehand. So it is 15 all here on the Spaniard's serve. And Berrettini obviously had those 3 break points, as I said, in that opening game of this set where PCB was love 40 down. He'll be looking to open up some more opportunities and also be clinical this time when they do arise. We go at 15-all. PCB trying to go down the tee. Goes into net with the serve. Second serve here. PCB goes into the backhand of Berrettini. Then up the line with the forehand. Backhand cross court. Berrettini slices long. A very good depth from Berrettini on the slice. And you know, it's interesting. We talk about slices being like a defensive mechanism. But Berrettini, Ash Barty, people like that, they use it not just as a defensive mechanism, but at times as an attacking weapon. They really put a lot of pace on that slice. They slice through it all the way, and it's got a lot of depth and velocity on that backhand side when they slice it. And that was an example of that just there. So deep, CARRENO BUSTA not being able to do anything with it. Good serve, though, from the Spaniard going out wide on the ad side, and Berrettini only going into the net. So 30 all here. Just when it says who is playing the best, I'd say Berrettini is starting to play a bit better, I think, personally, than PCB. I think at the moment it's starting to go more into his favor. He's starting to hold serve easier, and PCB starting to struggle more in it behind his serve. I think Berrettini is starting to find more comfort in some of the rallies. Huge forehand down the line from Berrettini, comes round. Oh, that was a huge opportunity. CARRENO Busta, he just loops up a defensive lob. It's quite short. Berrettini gets round it quite nicely, actually, to be honest with you, to try and hit the in-to-in forehand. And he goes into the net. He cannot believe it. He looks to his box, and that was a breakpoint opportunity to open up. It really was. At 30 all, it's a really, really good chance for him to bring up a breakpoint opportunity, and he doesn't do it, so it's game point here now. He's done that a few times actually in this match. Good return there from Berrettini. Fantastic forehand cross court though from PCB. Beautiful forehand out of nowhere. And he holds serve here. And I tell you what, that was impressive stuff from the Spaniard. It wasn't a bad return at all. Made him move, but PCB is very, very good across the ground. To be fair, fantastic mover for the most part. Just when it says who's going to win, I would have. So I said Berrettini yesterday. Then at the start of the match, I said PCB, and now I'm going to go Berrettini again. I think I'm going to go Berrettini. I'll stick with that. I think enough flip flopping from me. Very, very tight. Like, to be fair, yeah. Thank you guys as well for tuning in. We've got about 30 people in the chat. Really appreciate you guys getting involved. Please remember to like the video if you don't mind. If you have already liked the video, thank you. I really appreciate it. It does really help us. It really, really does help us for sure with growing the channel, and helps us with the algorithm as well. So I do appreciate you guys getting involved. And also, if you don't mind liking the video, that's great. And also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It really, really does help. And click the notification bell as well if you want to get notified to all of the streams that we will be doing. We'll be doing quite a few tomorrow as well. I think we're going to do Tsitsipas versus Fritz, and Sabalenka as well versus Kanepi. Those are the two I think we will be doing tomorrow. So the 2 evening games on Rod Laver Arena. So do keep an eye out for those. The others, the timings are a bit strange, and also they're kind of all over the place. So probably not those. But obviously Nadal Shapovalov the day after, we'll be doing that for sure, no matter what the time is. Here we go. 2-3 here. Berrettini goes out wide to the forehand of PCB. Goes into the net with the return. So 15 love. As I said, I just feel like on serve, Berrettini is starting to feel more comfortable behind his serve, which is obviously a good sign for the Italian, but also, you know, it's to be expected at some point that he's going to go through a phase where he starts blitzing games on his serve and going through serving to love, serving to 15. Huge serve from Berrettini down the tee, 30 love. Very, very impressive stuff from the Italian. Oh, big serve from Berrettini out wide. 40 love to the big man. Really impressive serving from him. Justvinder says, who do you think is going to win the Australian Open? I actually predicted Zverev. He's now out, obviously, so that's not a very good prediction. I would say, given who's left in the draw, I would say Medvedev is the favourite. I think he was a favourite anyway going into it, alongside Zverev anyway. And a very easy hole for Berrettini. Huge serve. And CARRENO Busta goes long with the forehand. So game duration of only a minute there. Really impressive stuff from the Italian. Just ran through that game so quickly. But yeah, I'd say Medvedev is the favorite personally. But yeah, let me know in the chat who you guys think is going to win. What's your prediction? Who do you think is going to win on the men and the women's side, actually, in this tournament? Interested to know your guys' thoughts. Justvinder says, I think Rafa. It would be a very good win if he does do it. Yeah, he's up there, but not one of the favourites. Second serve goes long, so it's a double fault. PCB needs to be careful here because can't afford to give away loose points against Berrettini at the moment. He's definitely fired up, and he's starting to strike the ball very cleanly, Berrettini here. First serve out wide, big first serve. It's a return for Berrettini, drops in, loopy, and fantastic from CARRENO BUSTA. It's an into out forehand. Berrettini actually crunches the backhand. It's not a bad backhand at all, but CARRENO BUSTA gets across so well and volleys beautifully over the net. Really impressive stretch and volley from the Spaniard. Really, really impressive. Here you go, 15-all. PCB goes down the tee to the Berrettini backhand. Berrettini goes down the middle of the backhand, then whips the forehand long. So 30-15 here. And the Spaniard is starting to have some more success behind his serve. Right, 30-15 here. PCB goes into the corner of the box. The second serve, really good second serve. Berrettini loops the backhand, slice into the backhand corner, but in from CARRENO BUSTA. Drop shot. Berrettini gets there. Oh, it's a decent drop shot from Berrettini. CARRENO BUSTA gets there and actually ends up trying to dink Berrettini. Berrettini reads it and gets across and puts away the volley. So impressive point. Very entertaining as well from both. The drop shot from CARRENO BUSTA, then a drop shot from Berrettini. CARRENO BUSTA gets there, tries to just tuck it past. Berrettini gets across on the backhand side and hits the backhand volley into the open court. So 30-all here. This is a chance again. If you can open up a break point here, it'll be very, very interesting. Good return from Berrettini. It's a good serve from CARRENO BUSTA. Berrettini goes slice into the forehand corner, but not enough depth on it. And CARRENO BUSTA, oh man, CARRENO BUSTA cashes in and goes big with the forehand on the line, 40-30. Jasvinder says who will have the most Grand Slams? At the moment, it looks like it's probably going to be Novak Djokovic, honestly, if we're going to be realistic about it. I think Novak Djokovic is the most likely to. He's got a lot of years left. He looks like he's the most fit out of the three. Federer, I don't think is going to win another one, honestly. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we've seen his best days behind him. And Nadal might win one or two more. I can't see him winning many more than that, I would just say. But who knows? He could. He's not terribly unfair at all, is he? He's in good shape and just needs to stay injury free. Good serve from CARRENO BUSTA, and Berrettini goes into the net. So a very good hold for the Spaniard. 4-3 here, but still on serve. But Novak Djokovic is, arguably, some might say, still very close to his peak, if not at his peak or a different kind of evolutionary stage. So yeah, he's a very, very good player. Obviously, the best player in the world. Shame he's not playing, but out of really our control and seemed like a little bit out of a lot of people's controls in the end. We've still got some phenomenal players in the draw, and of course, a very good match on our hands here today as well. All right, here we go. So 4-3 here. Berrettini has actually been knocking on the door at times. He's been getting inroads into the PCB serve, but just hasn't managed to break so far in this set so far. PCB being very resolute, to be fair. Recovering well. As I said, that first game was really, really crucial. The way he recovered was impressive. In terms of Berrettini's serve, he's been very comfortable behind it, honestly. And that's been a highlight so far. He's been extremely impressive behind it. Here we go. 4-3. Berrettini serving to keep it on serve. Starting to come into the business end of this set. Big serve from Berrettini. Clips the line. And that will be 15 love. Good start from the Italian. Very good start from the Italian. All good serve out wide from Berrettini. Very good from the Italian 30 love. 12 aces so far for him. Only one for PCB. A few unreturnables for sure for PCB, but obviously serving very well here is Berrettini. 30 love up, and as I said, looking really comfortable now behind the serve. Goes down the middle of the box with the serve, slice, cross court, and CARRENO Busta goes into the net with that backhand. So 40 love here. Berrettini doing really well behind his serve, backing it up nicely. Forty love for the Italian. Or trying to go big, Berrettini out wide with that first serve, but misses it. So it'll be a second serve here now. PCB stepping in. You can see looking to try and capitalize. Oh, it's a beautiful backhand return down the line from the Spaniard. Unbelievable. It's a big kick serve out wide, and CARRENO Busta moves across so well to that. Let's have a look. Beautiful short date back, an unbelievable return from the Spaniard into the corner for a return winner. Really impressive stuff from PCB. 4-15 though here, so 2 more game points for Berrettini. Big serve down the tee, does it in style with an ace. That's ace number 13. It's 4-all here in this 4th round tie. And Berrettini still keeps on marching on. It's still on serve here, but you just feel like Berrettini is slightly in front in this set, even though it's still on serve. Of course, he's a setup as well. But in this set, he just looks so comfortable behind the serve. And unless that changes, it's very hard to see how he loses this set. Here you go, PCB going down the tee to the Berrettini backhand, and Berrettini going long with that backhand. So that's 15 love to the Spaniard. Oh, big serve from the Spaniard, but missing the line. So it will be a second serve here. Into the backhand of Berrettini. Good depth from Berrettini. Whips the forehand cross court. Oh, CARRENO Busta finds. Does he find it? I thought he'd found a beautiful angle on the forehand for a winner, but he doesn't. It's just gone wide. It was a short whipped back forehand. Sorry, short whipped forehand that looked like it was going to be a winner, but he's just missed it. So 15 all here. This time goes down the tee, slice from Berrettini, quite short, into out from CARRENO Busta. He loves that into out forehand or into in, and puts it away nicely for 30-15. Yeah, look at that. Just good movement from the Spaniard, and then the into out. Good shot, nice and flat over there, not giving Berrettini a chance to get to it. Good serve down the middle from PCB, then goes down the line, loopy forehand down the line. Tips top of the net, called Berrettini comes forward and crunches the in forehand. And CARRENO Busta says to his box, that's happened again. And it's the net cord not really being the friend of PCB. Of course, it opened up that break point in the first set that Berrettini ended up taking. This is another one of those 153 kilometer per hour winners from Berrettini. I mean, that's absolutely huge. It's nearly, I think it's 93 miles per hour. That is, but 30 all here. And a second serve now for Berrettini to have a look at. Could be another chance. A lot of 30 alls in the past. I think 3 service games from PCB. Forehand down the line from Berrettini, goes into out with the forehand. PCB goes cross court with the backhand, then goes into him. Berrettini cross court from PCB, goes long. So it's a break point opportunity here for Berrettini. He a fist pump from the Italian, and he knows he's got a chance here now. It's another break point opportunity for the Italian, looking very, very, very dialed in. His Hugo Boss cap turned backwards, and black cap, black shorts, and black top. Here we go, 30-40. Goes out wide, slice from Berrettini. Into win from CARRENO BUSTA. Slice from Berrettini on the forehand side into the net, and he looks to his box to say, that was a chance. Jovo Savic says, CARRENO BUSTA, vamos. Love that, Jovo. I hope I've said your name right, Jovo. I hope Jovo's right. It's not Jovo, is it? I'm assuming it's Jovo. Jovo Savic says, CARRENO BUSTA, vamos. Vamos. Juice. Good serve from PCB down the tee, then into in forehand. What an into in forehand! He's going backwards and he's whipped that for a winner. That's ridiculous. Advantage to the Spaniard now, and he saved that break point. And then this is a ridiculous point. Let's have a look. He's moving backwards, but he kind of stands his ground. That's ridiculous strength needed to hit a winner like that. That's an unbelievable winner from CARRENO BUSTA. You got advantage. Goes out wide with the serve, then into win. Berrettini whips the forehand. Slice from Berrettini. Backhand cross court from CARRENO BUSTA into win from Berrettini. Oh, PCB goes in to the net with that forehand. So back to juice. Berrettini's knocking on the door. Is this the game that decides the set? We're about to find out. Big serve down the tee, backhand from Berrettini, gets the net cord, goes over, and it's a backhand, pass. It's a drop volley from CARRENO BUSTA. Oh, Berrettini gets there. Oh, Berrettini, what a point. What a point from both players. It was a fantastic point. It was a drop volley from CARRENO BUSTA. Berrettini gets there, tries to lob CARRENO BUSTA. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a drop volley. He tries to lob. CARRENO BUSTA is actually going out. CARRENO BUSTA, though, hits the volley. Berrettini tries to run back and almost slaps the forehand behind him into court, but goes wide. And CARRENO BUSTA says to the crowd, yes, I'm still in this. It's advantage to the Spaniard. Goes down the tee. Berrettini clips the net cord again. How many times has he clipped the net cord in this match? And PCB puts away the backhand. 5-4 to the Spaniard, and he stays in touching distance. And it's exactly the same pattern as that first set. CARRENO BUSTA was 5-4 up and then got broken at 5-all. Berrettini will have to serve to stay in this set now. He'll be thinking, I did the same in the last set. Should be able to do the same here, especially as he's been serving better. And actually, CARRENO BUSTA's been struggling more behind the serve, but he's still in touching distance. All it takes is a break point here or there. Doesn't matter whether Berrettini's played better up until this point in the set. All it takes now is someone to play better in the pressure points. And we're about to find out as we're now in the latter end of this set. Thank you as well, guys, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Great to have so many people involved and in the chat. As always, please do remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. Really does help us out a lot with the channel and for it to grow with the algorithm, all that good stuff. And of course, it does help us out a great deal. It's quick, it's free, it's easy, doesn't cost you anything. Saying we're subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos and content like this. We do a lot of tennis coverage on this channel, so do get involved in that and click the notification bell as well if you want to get alerted to all the new videos. We're doing streams tomorrow for Tsitsipas versus Fritz and also for Sabalenka versus Kanepi. Yeah, very good hold in the end for CARRENO BUSTA, obviously saving that break point and now forcing Berrettini to serve for the set. To serve to stay in the set even. So still on serve here, and he's still alive and kicking is PCB. Here we go, Berrettini. You serve out wide, an ace to start off. That short serve out wide, and with Berrettini's height as well, he's able to extract an even bigger or a more acute angle than most on that short serve out wide on that juice side. So an ace to start us off. And then a second ace, this time down the tee from Berrettini, 30 love. And he's thinking, there we go, easy, easy as that. And that's the problem, right? When you're a returner against Berrettini, you have to make sure you're looking after your serve because you don't know how many looks you're going to get at a serve. And when you do, you have to really make it count. Big serve again down the tee. This time, it's another ace. It's 40 love. It's 3 aces in a row here from the Italian, serving some absolute thunderbolts and right in the corners as well. It's almost impossible to return unless CARRENO BUSTA makes a huge gamble. You go 40 love. Big serve. And that's just, is that a let or has it gone long? Let's have a look. Yeah, it was a let. So now it's a second serve here for PCB to have a look at. Will he cash in? Oh, that's a double fault. Yeah, he went for it. He went quite big on it as well, that second serve, and he's 40 love up, so he's probably thinking, I can afford to do that. And if, the risk or the reward outweighs the risk in that scenario, but he won't be thinking that if he gets broken here and loses a set, but at 40-15, he's probably not feeling too worried. Oh, they misses that first serve there, so second serve here now. Went for that short serve out wide on the juice side. Second serve, very good second serve into the body. Good return, though, from CARRENO BUSTA. Here we go into the rally, forehand to forehand. Berrettini tries to whip the forehand. Doesn't really move his feet at all there on that. And I think the movement kills him. And now it's 40-30. So that's 2 points burnt, really, from Berrettini. 2 mistakes, a double fault, then unforced error. He's still got a game point here. This is really important because he's serving to stay in the set. He loses this game and the set is gone, and it will be a set all going into the third set. Served 3 aces in a row. Can he find another ace? Oh, he doesn't find an ace, but it's just as good. It's an unbelievable serve out wide. So the backhand of CARRENO BUSTA. CARRENO BUSTA does get a racket on it, but it just goes flying that ball into the crowd. 5 games all here, and we definitely have a match on our hands, that's for sure. Very hard fought few service games for both. And PCB will serve now to nudge in front again. It looks like it's going to be either 7-5 or a tiebreaker. So, tiebreaker, I think, will be very tight, to be fair. Here we go, 5-all. See what PCB can do, eh? First serve into the backhand of Berrettini, then crunches a backhand cross court. The 1+ play from CARRENO BUSTA has been extremely good. It really has been. Really, really good. PCB has been absolutely creaming some of the forehands and backhands on the 1+ plays. It makes it so much harder, right? Because his serve's not as big as Berrettini's, but he's just being able to back it up quite nicely for the most part. But he just can't afford to let Berrettini get into the rallies with that hammer forehand. Again, a mistake from Berrettini whipping the forehand into the net, trying to go down the line. Yobe Savage says, brother, you are king. Thank you very much. Yeah, please remember to like the video if you don't mind, Yovo, and do subscribe if you want to see more streams like this. 30 love goes down the tee or into the body even, sorry, of Berrettini. Backhand return. Good backhand depth from Berrettini. Then whips the forehand cross court, but goes along with it. Matteo Berrettini. So 40 love here. This is looking like it's going to be a much needed easy hold for PCB. He's really struggled with some of the service games in this set, of course, saving quite a few break points actually as well, but he still managed to keep it on serve here. 40 love. Good serve down the tee, and yet Berrettini obliges. It's a quick game there from PCB. Holds to love as Berrettini goes into the net with that forehand return. So 6-5, he nudges in front, and again Berrettini will have to serve to stay in this set. Pressure on him, no doubt, and yeah, very interesting to see now how Berrettini responds. He responded in the previous game with Yeah, with three aces in a row, but then a couple of mistakes. But let's see. Sebicardi says Daje Matteo. So yeah, good. We've got some Italian fans in here. We've got some Matteo Berrettini fans. We've also got some PCB fans. That's what we want to see. We want to see both in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Right, so Berrettini will serve to stay in a set and take it to a tiebreaker. Obviously, PCB breaks, he'll take the set 7-5. Berrettini took that first set, just converting the one break point opportunity he had. He's had quite a few in this set, to be honest with you. Hasn't converted. PCB, I don't think, has had a single break point opportunity in this set, if I'm not mistaken. So if PCB was to win this set, it would be a little bit of a steal. But he's done well to just stick it to on serve, or stick to keeping it on serve even. Right, here we go. 5-6. Berrettini serving to stay in this set and take it to a tiebreaker. Big serve down the tee. Short return from CARRENO Busta. But it's a beautiful pass from the Spaniard. Berrettini came forward, tried to put away that shorter ball, went cross court with the backhand. It was just too predictable. And CARRENO Busta read it so easily. Then goes down the line, clips the tram line with that really impressive backhand pass from the Spaniard. He's love 15 here now, Berrettini. Big serve out wide. Oh, that's a very good return from CARRENO Busta right to the feet of Berrettini. He whips the forehand and goes wide. So love 30 here. A huge, huge inroad into this service game already for PCB. He's very, very dialed in. It's such a good return. It's so deep. Clip the baseline, that backhand return. Love 30 here now. Berrettini will need to find some aces, I would assume. And he finds one. As soon as I said that, 15-30. Huge ace down the tee from the big Italian. Really, really big. And he exhales there to say, yep, I needed that. I'm in this still. You're not getting rid of me that easily. There we go, 15-30. Well, he finds another big service, a short return from CARRENO Busta, and Berrettini goes cross court with a forehand, and PCB actually reads it. He reads it, gets across it, tries to pass him, but goes into the net with a passing shot on the forehand side. 30 all. That's a little bit of an issue for Berrettini, that he keeps on reading the pass, so the approach shot, even. I think he needs to mix up the approach shots a little bit. He's going cross court on the backhand and forehand approach shots. Needs to mix it up. Needs to go down the line on some of them, or drop shot. Do something a bit different, because at the moment it's a little bit predictable, but he's got away with that one. It's a good serve, though. Again, it's a short return. Let's see what does he do. Yes, he does. Much better from Berrettini. It's a good serve down the tee. It's another short return. This time, though, he gets up to it. He doesn't go cross court, probably because he knows CARRENO Busta is going to read that, and he goes slice down the line. Very good from the Italian, and slices past the outstretched arm of CARRENO Busta. So 40-30, and it's a game point to take us into a tiebreaker. Big serve from Berrettini down the tee. Huge serve from Berrettini. It's 6-all here, and we're going into a tiebreaker. Very impressive stuff from both, to be fair. Especially Berrettini, just in that game, the fact that he was love 30 down, the way that he recovered was very impressive as well. But good to see, very good to see the recovery powers there. Right, here we go, 6-all. And PCB will start us off here in this tiebreaker. Tries to go down the tee, clips the top of the net cord. The net cord has not been his friend, to be fair. Clips the top of the net cord and goes long. Here you go, second serve into the backhand, trying to go into the backhand. Berrettini runs around onto the forehand, slice into the corner, into win from CARRENO Busta, and Berrettini whips the forehand into the tram line. So it's 1-0 to PCB. He holds his little mini serve there, and now Berrettini will have two serves to deliver down to the Spaniard. It's a very good in-twin forehand. He loves that in-twin forehand, PCB, and he hits it very well as well, to be fair. Very cleanly. Here we go. Love one here. Berrettini serving at love one in this tiebreaker. He'll have two serves now. Oh, he starts off with an unbelievable ace down the tee. What the heck? That's unbelievable stuff. On the ad side, clips the outside of the line. 1-1. Really impressive stuff from Matteo Berrettini. And that's clutch serving. Here we go. What can he come up with for his second point on serve at 1-1? Oh, he goes, okay, well, I'll just serve another ace. Huge serve out wide, clips the line, 2-1 to Matteo Berrettini. PCB is, well, he's probably thinking, okay, well, he's done his job. No mini breaks yet, and he'll now have two serves. You ever such as I invested everything on the betting house on CARRENO BUSTA, brother. I don't know if that was a particularly good uh, choice. I hope that's not true. Into out from CARRENO BUSTA, slice from Matteo down the middle. Into out from CARRENO BUSTA, and he wins at that point with a good into out forehand. It's 2-2 here in this tiebreaker. Very impressive stuff from the Spaniard. Good serving. And as I said, he's just backing it up nicely with the 1+ and 2+ play behind the serve. It's been quite impressive. Yeah, I know he says sorry for a bit of the net cord, but to be fair, he's had a lot of net cords against him. Good serve down the tee, slice from Berrettini. Good depth on that slice return, and backhand short. And oh, it's a short backhand from Berrettini. CARRENO BUSTA steps in and hits the forehand long. He then hits the forehand that he should have hit back towards Berrettini because it's his serve. He looks really disappointed, and he gets a little mini break here, Berrettini. It's a big, big mistake from the Spaniard. It's a huge unforced error. Let's see how much of an effect it has in this tiebreaker, because now Berrettini has two serves. He'll be hoping Berrettini doesn't serve two more aces, that's for sure. Here we go, 3-2. Taking a couple of steps back. PCB, you can see, to give himself a chance. Oh, it's a huge serve. It's a great return, though. Berrettini goes into him with the forehand. It's huge. And the slice forehand from PCB goes long. So 4-2, Berrettini. And he's got a little mini break here in this tiebreaker. It was a huge serve. I have to say, it was an unbelievable return from PCB. The fact he managed to get it back the way he did and then to get it that deep as well in the court was quite impressive. But it was loopy. That's the only issue. He tried to kind of hit a loopy backhand deep to give himself time. Berrettini ran around it really nicely, hit a huge in-twin forehand, and then PCB went long with that slice forehand, trying to defensively get back in this, in that point, even. So 4-2 here. Berrettini's got one more serve left as well. PC will be thinking, come on, let's just get it to 4-3, get that mini break back, keep it back on serve in this tiebreaker. Berrettini, if he goes 5-2 up, obviously very much in the driving seat. They're both players on their toes, warm themselves up. Come on. 4-2 in this tiebreaker. Big serve down the tee. It's another ace from Berrettini. That is so clutch from Berrettini. That's 3 out of the 4 serves that he's had in the tiebreaker have been aces. Ridiculous stuff. Absolutely ridiculous stuff. Right, here we go. So 5-2 down here. CARRENO BUSTA, what can he do? Oh, it's a big serve, but it's gone long. Ismael Balomo says Matteo will win. Yeah, it looks that way so far, for sure. Big into out forehand from PCB goes long, so 6-2, and it's a set point for Berrettini. 6-2 here to the Italian. And he's got 4 set points here now. Big serve out wide from PCB, but it goes long. So second serve here now. Berrettini got his tail up here. Oh, it's a forehand. It's a weak forehand return. Very short and a huge forehand from PCB into the open court. But the only issue that PCB has now is that Berrettini will be serving for the set at 6-3 in this tiebreaker. He'll have two opportunities as well to convert on his serve anyway. Here you go, 3 set points, and 2 of them will be on his serve. So let's see. Can you do it the first time of asking here, Matteo Berrettini? To go 2 sets to love up in this 4th round. Well, it's a huge serve. Decent return from PCB. It's short, though. It's a volley from Berrettini, and he volleys. He volleys long. It was a good approach, actually. Sorry, it was a good passing shot from CARRENO Busta. It wasn't really aimed to pass him, to be fair. It was more at his body. Hit it as cleanly and as low as he could over the net, PCB. Matteo Berrettini just not quite moving his hands quick enough to volley into the court there. So just ballooning off his racket long, but he still has another opportunity here at 6-4. Huge serve down the tee, and he does it. It's a huge serve, and CARRENO Busta gets a racket on it, but doesn't manage to get it over. Berrettini takes the first 2 sets here in this 4th round tie. He's 2-love up, and he'll now go into the 3rd set, needing to win that to go straight sets into the quarterfinal, potentially. Let's go through that 2nd set. He took it 7-6 in the end, 7-4 in the tiebreaker as well. It was a tight set, but he came out on top. Look at the aces count is ridiculous for set 2. 14 aces for Matteo Berrettini, none for PCB in that 2nd set. 2 double faults for PCB compared to 1 for Berrettini. And if we look at the serving stats, I mean, not surprisingly, they're more superior in favor of Matteo Berrettini. First serve points won 87%. Only lost 4 points behind his first serve, Berrettini, which is ridiculous, by the way. 87% of first serve points won. For CARRENO Busta, he has 69% of serves in, 77% behind his first serve, which is not bad. First serve points won. And then second serve points won, pretty much the same, we'll say, 43% to 50%. But the big numbers here, the 83% first serves in, which is ridiculous, and 87% first serve points won. In terms of winners and unforced errors, 11 winners to 11 unforced errors for PCB, so not quite as tight as he was in that first set. For Berrettini, 23 winners and 9 unforced errors. Obviously, those aces, those 14 aces count towards the winner count as well. So, yeah, really impressive stuff from Berrettini. In terms of network, both pretty decent at the net, but a couple of points where they could have done better for sure. Overall, though, Berrettini will be very, very happy. He's 2 sets to love up here, and he definitely has 1 foot into the quarterfinals here. And the winner of this match will play Gael Monfils, who is in fantastic form. He hasn't dropped a set yet in this Australian Open. Berrettini will start us off as well in the 3rd set, which is definitely an advantage for him. He's actually been serving second in the first 2 sets. Obviously, serving second is not really ideal in the sense that a lot of people would like to serve first, mainly because you're able to get in front and then put pressure on the person serving second, because if they get broken there, it's very, very tough to then recover. And Berrettini starts off where he left off with an ace out wide, clipping the line 15 love. Ridiculous serving from Matteo Berrettini. The problem is if he serves like he did in that 2nd set, especially towards the end and how he is right now, it's going to be almost impossible for PCB to break him. He's got a chance here, though. He's into the rally here. Forehand into out. And what a forehand from CARRENO Busta. Beautiful forehand into out. 15 all. He'll need to play more like that. He's going to have to play some inspired tennis to have any chance, really, of breaking Berrettini when he's serving the way he has been. 6 for Diego says Forza Matteo. Yep. Yeah, Forza Matteo at the moment, indeed. Good serve out wide from Berrettini. It's a short return. Berrettini just guides it into the open court. 30-15. Well played with composure at the net from Matteo Berrettini. PCB has not been returning badly, by the way. Just let's give you guys the heads up even, sorry. He's not been returning badly whatsoever. It's just a case of Berrettini's been serving that well, unfortunately. Oh, big serve. 40-15. Olga Ramanda says, Forza Matteo. Thank you everyone for tuning in as well. Please remember to smash the like button, the big thumbs up button, please, if you haven't done so already. It really does help us out. Big serve from Berrettini down the tee, then goes into with the forehand, backhand cross court from PCB, slicing down the line goes Berrettini. PCB goes in to win. Sorry, tries to go into it with the forehand and goes long with that forehand. So Berrettini with a pretty easy hold early doors here. 40-15, held to 15 in the end. Personal record, interesting. Most aces, 23. Is that is that most aces in this tournament though? I'd imagine, or in the Australian Open generally, might be both. Anyways, yeah, quite a few of you in the chat, so I do appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who has tuned in. The win predictor is now saying 96% for Berrettini. So, yeah, very, very likely he'll win this at 2 sets love up in the way that he's been playing. Please do remember, guys, if you haven't done so already, to like the video. It really, really does help us out. Thank you to those who have already liked the video. It does help with the algorithm, helps us to grow as a channel as well. So I do appreciate it. If you do want more content like this and are enjoying the content, then please do subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. It really does help us out, of course, as well. We're growing. So any help towards that is greatly appreciated. And click the notification bell as well, the bell button, if you want to be alerted to live streams like this. Tomorrow we'll be doing Fritz versus Tsitsipas and Sabalenka versus Kanepi. A mistake from PCB, just hitting his backhand into the net, trying to go into in after a good return from Berrettini. So love 15. Trying to go big to the backhand of Berrettini there, PCB, but it'll have to be with a second serve. Goes into the backhand, cross court, goes Berrettini slicing down the middle. Good depth though. Into out goes PCB. Good into out forehand from Berrettini, hammering it. Then goes into win. PCB just sticking there. Huge forehand down the line from Berrettini. Huge into win as well. He's just, oh, held on. Net called there for PCB. Oh, Berrettini was hammering away at PCB. He got a net call PCB, and actually, I don't know if it was in favor really or not. It gave Berrettini a lot of time, and he chose to play a drop shot, but wasn't quite, like, body shape wasn't quite in the right position, and he clips the top of the net cord. It goes over, and he wins the point, to be fair. He smiles to the crowd, 15-all. Short return from Berrettini, PCB staying back, and a huge cross-court backhand from the Spaniard, and Berrettini goes into the net with the backhand. So, pretty good start on his serve here, PCB, and he'll need more of that, to be honest with you. Here we go, 30-15, or into win forehand from Berrettini, and it was quite a bit shorter. It sat up nicely for PCB. It set up nicely for that forehand down the line, but PCB goes along with it. So 30-all here. He'll be a bit disappointed with that, I would imagine, PCB, because that was a chance to go 40-15 up. But 30-all now, he's under a bit of pressure. Forehand down the line, then slice from Berrettini. Shorter, though, into out from PCB. Good depth on that slice from Berrettini. Good backhand cross court. And then it's a huge into out forehand from the Spaniard. Absolutely humongous. And Berrettini is rooted to the spot, not able to get anywhere near that, to be honest with you. It's just a great forehand from the Spaniard. Really got round it. Beautiful forehand. And it's 40-30 now to PCB. Big forehand into the body of Berrettini. Backhand return. Then goes again backhand. And it's a shorter backhand. PCB steps in and hits a beautiful backhand cross court. So 1-game-all, still on the serve here in this third set. And PCB is still fighting. He's really still fighting. He's not going to let Berrettini have it easy. But at the moment, it's very hard to see how Berrettini gets broken anyway in this set or in this match. He hasn't been broken once in this whole match so far, and with 2 sets and 1 all into this match so far. Here we go. Berrettini's probably thinking, just need to do my job, keep on serving big, doing well behind the 1+, behind the serve, sorry, even putting away the shorter balls and making sure that I make as many forehands as possible behind the serve. It's a huge serve out wide. Absolutely huge. CARRENO BUSTA, I think, actually gambles. He gambles for the serve down the tee. He gets it wrong. And it's now 15 love. Very impressive serving from the Italian. Huge serve down the tee. And you can see, you know what? It is so soul breaking almost when you're returning and someone is serving aces like this. It's so disheartening because there's nothing you can do about it as well. It's not in your control, especially if you're down in a match like this and you just serve two aces in a row. There's nothing you can do. You serve down the tee, backhand short. Berrettini goes into out with a forehand. Beautiful hammer forehand from the Italian. 40 love. Super says, why tennis is viewed less? Where do you mean? It's not viewed less in. I think it's viewed quite a lot, to be fair. But I mean, this tournament it might be a bit less because of Djokovic and Federer not being in the tournament, maybe. But I think it's been viewed okay. I think the time difference doesn't help as well, to be fair. Probably if you're in Europe, which I am as well. But yeah, 40 love to Berrettini. Berrettini goes out wide to the backhand, slice down the line, whips the forehand, does CARRENO BUSTA. Then, oh, it's gone. Okay, it's gone wide. So 2-1, easy hold for Berrettini. Holds to love. Very, very impressive stuff. He's doing his job on his serve very professionally. Now, can he open up some breakpoint opportunities on the CARRENO BUSTA serve? I'm sure he would like to get this done before it gets to the idea of a tiebreak. I'm pretty sure he'd like to get it done as soon as possible, get the break early on if he can. Right, so I reckon it's hard. Can Krebs to come back from here? It's doable. He'll need to hope that Berrettini's serving just somehow holds up. That's the thing, right? He'll have to. That's the only thing I can think of, to be honest with you. You go 1-2 big serve from PCB down the tee, then backhand cross court slice from Berrettini, and it's a bad shot from PCB. He waits for it to bounce, doesn't volley, and he just kind of hooks the backhand into play. Then Berrettini hits the pass on the backhand side. It's a really good passing shot, just cross court, but it's sat up so nicely for him. It's not a good tactic from PCB at all. They're very bizarre. I'm not sure why he's done that. Yeah, big serve from PCB, but goes and drifts wide. Then backhand cross court slices into the backhand of PCB. PCB clips the top of the net cord. Berrettini comes forward after slicing down the line. Beautiful volley. Really well played from Berrettini. Really impressive from the Italian. Good movement as well. Good to see him moving the way that he did just there in that point. Definitely impressive stuff. Maneuvering the ball nicely and a couple of good volley and then a good approach shot as well. Really impressive stuff. Love 30, so he's got an opportunity to open up break points. Or in to win from PCB. Berrettini actually got there, but he's running full pelt that the forehand that he hits goes long. So 15-30, good play from PCB. making Berrettini really work hard for that point. 15:30 and PCB, nearly clipped the line there. I thought he might have, but missed that one. So, seconds. Oh, it's a second serve out wide. Berrettini. Oh, he doesn't cash in. He should have. He really should have cashed in there. He looks very disappointed, and he should do because that was a big, big chance to open up break points. It really was. 15:30. He hits that backhand return cleanly, and yeah. So another ace for PCB, his second of the match. He'll be happy with that. 40-30, game point. Serve out wide, backhand. Oh, it's backhand in the middle of the court. PCB is opened up the in-to-win forehand. He hits it long. That's a real disappointment for him. It really will be. Just a couple of those errors in pressure point moments, not quite helping him out when he needs it. Juice here. PCB goes out wide. The forehand of Berrettini, who goes in to win with the forehand and crunches a forehand cross court. Oh, beautiful forehand, though, from the Spaniard down the line. PCB gets that winner. It's a beautiful, sweetly struck winner as well. Down the line, that forehand. Clips the baseline, I think. Let's have a look. He just moved so nicely. Let's have a look. Yeah, moved really nicely across. And then it's a beautiful forehand. Really good to see. Big serve out wide from PCB, then goes cross court with a backhand slice from Berrettini into the corner, into out from PCB. Huge into in forehand from Berrettini, slice from CARRENO BUSTA, comes up in the court, Berrettini into out, and then it's just, oh, wow. Great defensive work from PCB, but even better from Berrettini. Puts away the volley at the net. It's an unbelievable point from both players. Really impressive stuff from PCB, even to get to some of those balls. He nearly survived as well in that rally. It was a beautiful retrieval on both sides, back left to right, and then it was a smash. He's made him play an extra shot there, PCB, and you never know. A lot of people miss smashes, really easy smashes from that position, but not this time. Berrettini puts it away with ease. Second juice here. Berrettini's knocking on the door. He wants this break now. Can he get it? Or will PCB push back and keep it on serve? Second serve into the body. Forehand cross court, clips the net cord there with the forehand. PCB then goes in to win. Berrettini slicing with the forehand, just trying to stick in the rally. Some fantastic forehands from PCB. Goes into out. Berrettini tries to slice down the line, but slices into the net. So advantage to the Spaniard. Game duration nearly 5 minutes. So definitely an important match. You feel if Berrettini breaks here, it's probably curtains. It's probably game over. Match done. You would imagine. If PCB holds, he's still got some hope, right? I would say. Big serve out wide, slice from Berrettini, but the serve's gone long. So second serve here now. And Berrettini will try and attack it, you would imagine. Goes into the forehand. It's a slice forehand. It's a drop shot from CARRENO BUSTA. It's not going to be good enough. It's a slice. Oh, it's a slice down the line. CARRENO BUSTA gets there. It's great reach from the Spaniard. He manages to maneuver it and kind of just pour it over the net. Berrettini reads that and gets across for the forehand volley. Really impressive point. Really, really good point from both players. Great anticipation, great stretching from both. And yeah, looked really good at the net. It's unbelievable volleys actually from both players. Here we go, Juice. Or CARRENO BUSTA trying to go to the backhand. Second serve here. Goes into the backhand side. Down the middle goes Berrettini into out from CARRENO BUSTA. CARRENO BUSTA comes forward to the net. Doesn't need to volley though. As a slice from Berrettini goes long. So advantage to the Spaniard once again. And he's trying to just swat Berrettini away. Like, come on, stop it. Stop trying to break me. I want to keep it on serve. I need a chance in this set. And Berrettini just does not want to give it to him. Big serve down the tee. goes cross court with the backhand, into win goes Berrettini. It's a huge forehand, comes forward, goes down the line. It's a passing opportunity for CARRENO Busta. The forehand approach from Berrettini, it wasn't placed well enough. It was too central in the court. He tried to go down the line with it, Berrettini, but it was way too close to PCB. The backhand on the line set itself up so nicely for that pass, and he hits it so cleanly, PCB, but he goes wide with that backhand. Juice number 4, big serve out wide. Berrettini goes into the forehand side, and it's a beautiful play from PCB. It's a serve out wide. Berrettini goes cross court, and PCB goes, thank you very much. I'm going to take that forehand down the line for a winner. And that's exactly what he does. Advantage to the Spaniard. Berrettini obviously very much still in control of this match. 2 sets to love up. But he's knocking on the door here. PCB's trying to shut the door on this service game. Big backhand down the line. And yeah, he does hold. It's a very impressive hold. He stays alive in this set and in this match. How much longer for? We shall see. But he's giving himself a chance at least anyways. 6 for Diego, says Forze Matteo. Yeah, Matteo Berrettini is definitely marching forward at the moment. Just needs to look after his service game. It looks like he's getting chances on the PCB serve, just not able to quite convert them at the moment. Might be another tiebreaker, who knows? 2 games all here. If Berrettini's serving how he has been, it's going to be, again, very, very hard for PCB to get anywhere near a break point, but we shall see. Oh, tries to go huge with the serve down the tee. Misses it by quite a stretch, actually. Haven't seen that much in this match. Him missing a first serve by that much, sorry, even. Second serve here goes into the body. Cross-court forehand, whips it. Great depth, then slicing the backhand. PCB again. It's just that in-to-in forehand at times. It's a bit loose. Hits that forehand long. So 15 love. He had a chance there. He was starting to get into the rally. It was a neutral rally, really. And he makes the mistake and obliges and gives Berrettini, gifts him that point, really. Here we go, 15 love. The problem is now, will he have to face a lot more? That was a second serve, didn't make it count. First serve goes down the tee, and it's a good deep return actually from CARRENO Busta, but not a lot on it. And Berrettini crunches the forehand down the line, and CARRENO Busta goes into the net. So there we go. That's what I mean. 1-2 punch with the first serve and forehand is deadly from Berrettini. And if you're not cashing in when he gives you a second serve, then it's very, very hard to make inroads on his service game or in his service game. 30 love here. Huge serve down the tee for an ace. 40 love. And there we go. There's a trademark Berrettini ace. First serve placement on the juice side. Interestingly, tee 43%, wide 45%, ad court 56% on the tee, and wide 36%. So very spread out. Some serves to the body, 12% on the juice court, 8% on the ad. But that's more of a tactic and kind of variation. Oh, and it's a huge serve out. What? There's nothing you can do about it. Like, PCB looks at the mark and is like, yeah, okay, he's hit it. And he's like, there's nothing you can do about it. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. It's 3-2, and Berrettini nudges ahead again. He's just not getting any looks on the Berrettini serve, PCB. He really isn't. It's an absolute nightmare for him right now. Right, so right, here we go. So 3-2 here. Thanks everyone as well for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Please remember to smash the like button if you haven't done so already. If you have done so, thank you. You're a legend for doing so. And if you haven't subscribed as well, and you're not a subscriber and part of the Quality Shot family yet, then do get involved. Subscribe to the channel and become part of our family. And obviously you'll get notified to all the new videos as well if you hit the notification bell. So you're alerted to the streams we're doing for this Australian Open. We do cover all the Grand Slams and also the ATP finals and multiple Masters tournaments as well, on top of doing tennis news videos, previews, draw previews, reviews, and tennis analyst or tennis analysis, and also breakdown. So we've got videos for Djokovic and Nadal's serve evolution coming out some point in the next few days. Right, very good from CARRENO BUSTA. Goes out wide with the serve, 15 love up here. Huge backhand down the line, and Berrettini clips the net cord. Berrettini clips the net cord. The net cord has definitely been a friend of the Italians in this match. He shakes his head, piece. He can't believe it. Tries to hit a hot dog basically after it's hit the net. Hot dog volley, which is, I've never seen that before. That would have been ridiculous if he'd made it. It's just unbelievable. He's just thinking to himself, why does this keep on happening to me? I don't blame him. And you go PCB at 15 all here. Berrettini, he's trying to find inroads. I think that's gone long, that return, though, has it? No, it hasn't. It's clipped the baseline, that forehand return from Berrettini, and PCB goes long with the forehand. So 15-30, and he's got a little inroad here in this service game. Very interesting. So out wide to the backhand of Berrettini, backhand deep from the Italian, and manages to claw out a forehand, goes cross court with a forehand. It's a really good forehand on the line from PCB. It wasn't the right choice from Berrettini. He was at an angle, and he tried to hit the forehand deep, and he was right into the hitting zone of PCB. He should have either gone down the line, took the risk, or really hit that forehand at a more acute angle to try and hit the clean winner. It kind of sat up quite nicely for him. Didn't really cash in. 30-all. Good serve out wide, but a good return as well. Very good return from Berrettini. Acute angle found on that forehand side, and PCB goes wide with his own forehand. So breakpoint opportunity here again for Berrettini. Can he cash in now? Huge serve out wide, and yeah, it's a slice into the net from Berrettini. He's just struggling really to convert those break points. He's really struggling to convert them. Doesn't matter a huge it doesn't matter a huge amount at the moment, as he's 2 sets of love up, and obviously he's taking care of his serve so nicely, but I'm sure he'd love to have that cushion of a break as well, especially because he won't want to have to play another tiebreaker again, I'd imagine, because he's been serving that one in back himself. But still, into out backhand, then cross court from Matteo Berrettini, but cramps himself. Advantage to PCB as he goes into the net. Berrettini. There you go, advantage to PCB. Big serve down the tee, and it's a poured forehand back cross court from Berrettini. Good depth on the backhand, then clips the top of the net cord, and that will be game to PCB. So 3 games all here, and still on serve in this third set. Berrettini's still in the driving seat, but needs to make sure he looks after his serve. As I said, I think he looks a little bit disappointed he's not been able to convert those break points. But I know he'll back himself in the tiebreaker given how well he's been serving in this match so far. 3 games all here, and you would imagine Berrettini will try and... I think he'll try and get through these service games really quickly, you would imagine. Here we go, 3-all. Huge serve out wide, but it's just gone long. So second serve here now for PCB to have a look at. Needs to cash in, right? This is where PCB has to cash in. Second serve into the body, though. It's a good second serve. Good return, though. Good depth. You go forehand on the line. Slice from Berrettini out wide. Really good backhand on the line. Berrettini surviving in this rally. Then slices a lob. It's a smash for PCB, who puts it away. So love 15. Good point from PCB. Good defensive work from Berrettini there for part of that point. But PCB just being too good on the offense there. Good approach shot, really good approach shot down the line, and then put away the smash pretty comfortably. Going backwards as well, to be fair. Here you go, love 15. Serve down the tee. It's a good serve. And the return just goes long. I thought it might find its way into the corner, into the backhand corner of Berrettini, but it just drifts long. So 15-all, big serve found. And PCB cannot believe it. He definitely thought that return was going to go in. 15-all here. Huge serve from Berrettini down the tee as he clipped the line. Oh, he thought he had. Shakes his head. He thought he'd clipped the line there. He was walking to the other side. He just missed it. We can come up with the second serve into the backhand. Sorry, even forehand down the line. Then goes again down the line with the forehand, whips it. Then goes in to win with it. Really good forehand from PCB, and Berrettini hits his own forehand into the net though. So 15-30. This is the first kind of sniff that that PCB's had in a while on the Berrettini serve. He hasn't had any breakpoint opportunities in the second or third set. He had one in the first set, which he didn't take. Can he open up a breakpoint opportunity here? Matteo Berrettini is probably thinking, I need to find some big first serves here, and it'll get me out of trouble. Finds one, but it's a decent return in the middle of the court. Huge into-out forehand, though, from Berrettini. And then it's a smash down the line. It's a really clinical point from the Italian, really clinical. Serve out wide, shorter return from CARRENO BUSTA, hits an into-out forehand. Then actually the defensive lob from CARRENO BUSTA is actually not bad. It's right on the line, but it's a huge overhead. It's really impressively taken from the Italian. 30-all. Trying to go big down the tee. Berrettini just goes into the net. So second serve here now. 30-all. This is a crucial point, you would imagine, in this set. Goes into the forehand of PCB, and that's an opportunity. He sets it up nicely, the forehand, but it goes long. Just too much on that. So 40-30 to the Italian here. Too much firepower, it looks like, from Berrettini at the moment, but still needs to make sure he looks after this service game at 40-30. Big serve out wide, backhand cross-court slice from Berrettini, slice from CARRENO BUSTA. Berrettini slices while short. It's a drop shot. Oh dear. I'm not sure why he went for the drop shot, but it hasn't paid off because it goes into the net. So 4-3, and Matteo Berrettini is nodded in front, or has nodded in front once again at 4-3 here. Very interesting. Scare says it's looking like a rematch of the US Open 2019 quarterfinal. Sorry. Yeah, it is. They didn't play in 2019 though, at the US Open. Do you mean 2020 maybe? They played then either. No, they didn't play then either. Interesting. It was the Australian Open, you mean? Oh, Monfils Berrettini. Okay. I was going to say, I was so confused. Yes, okay, this is Monfils Berrettini. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it will be that, most likely, yeah. Anyway, 3-4 here. And CARRENO BUSTA serving again to keep it on serve. Backhand down the middle from Berrettini. Oh, beautiful forehand from PCB. I mean, the 1-2 punch is so good at times. PCB's actually hit more forehand winners than Berrettini, 16 to 13. So it says a lot about how potent his forehand is. Big serve out wide. Backhand up the line. Good forehand from Berrettini. Is it? No, it's just gone long. We'll try to whip the forehand cross court very deep. Just dropped it long. So 30 love here to PCB. Big serve into the body of Berrettini and slice. Oh, slice into the backhand corner of PCB's, and PCB goes long with the into-end forehand. That's the forehand that he's hit quite a few errors on. 17 unforced errors, right? So yeah, that's not ideal because I think he's hit more unforced errors on the forehand than winners, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe just one less unforced error, which is not great. 30-15 here. Oh, big serve, clips top of the net cord and goes out. So second serve here now. 30-15 to. Oh, it's a double fault. It's a double fault. 30 all. Not what he would have wanted at all here. PCB is funny. There you go. 30 all. Big serve down the tee, then a forehand. Oh, what a forehand. He's hit that like a rocket, PCB. It's clipped the baseline for a clean winner, 40-30. Pretty, he's like, I want to see it. It's gone long. It hasn't gone long. It's clipped the line. You go 40-30. Big serve down the tee. Berrettini. Oh, he slices long. So 4 all here. And we continue in this third set. No breaks of serve yet. Still on serve. Very impressive stuff from both players, really. Just looking after their serve quite nicely. We've only had one break of serve in this whole match, which is says a lot about how both players have looked after their service games. To be fair, they've recovered quite well. PCB's had a lot of break points saved on his serve. He's done really well in that aspect as well. He still finds himself, though, 2 sets to love down. He hasn't played badly. Berrettini just played quite well, especially behind that serve. He's just been so solid behind it. Big serve out wide from Berrettini, then goes round it, goes into out, slicing into the backhand corner, or into out forehand from Berrettini, huge. And you could just hear the crack from the racket of Berrettini. 15 love. You could really hear it, couldn't you? That crack of the forehand. A really, really big weapon. $15 love to the Italian. Second serve into the forehand, then goes into in. Really good depth from the Italian, and PCB just goes into the net. He's struggling a little bit. Don't know what he's looking at. I think he's just not happy with his forehand there, to be fair, more than anything. Right, 30 love here. Big serve from Berrettini. Good return, though. Slicing cross court. And what a slice from PCB. Berrettini somehow manages to get forehand slicing. Has he made that? If he had made that, that would have been an unbelievable point from CARRENO BUSTA. It was so close. So he's whipped the forehand down the line. He's just missed it. What a point. nearly an incredible point from CARRENO BUSTA. It's a slice cross court, then slicing down the line, clip the line there, and then try to whip the forehand, and it's just not managed to curve around and clip the line there. It's 40 love up here. Big serve down the tee and 5-4. It's an ace to do it with as well. Really impressive stuff from Matteo Berrettini. He's 5-4 up here, and he's forcing now PCB to serve to stay in this match. Right, very impressive from Berrettini so far. PCB's definitely played his part. There's some fantastic points as well from both. We saw one there. There's been a few very kind of near misses from PCB, which he'll look back on and think, you know what, I was a bit unlucky there. A couple of net cords as well, which haven't really gone his way. I'm sure he'll think, look, on another day, maybe, you know, it's one set all, or maybe two sets to one. Maybe I take him to four. Maybe I take him to five. Who knows? Maybe even I win. But definitely some choices that I think he could have done better as well, no doubt. PCB coming up in the court and cross court forehand, and Berrettini going into the net. There we go, 15 love. Big serve down the tee, 30 love. PCB doing his job, sticking in there. So stay in the set. $30 love. Big serve to the backhand side. Also goes into win, then goes into out. Comes to the net, puts away an easy volley. 40 love. Very impressive stuff from the Spaniard. And it's 40 love here, and he's just swatting away any chance of getting broken here and losing the match on his service game anyway at the moment. Very impressive and good composure from the Spaniard. There you go. Big serve out wide, backhand, cross court, then a huge backhand down the line from PCB, but goes into the net. So 40-15 here. Forty 15 tries to go out wide, but misses the first serve. So second serve here now. Forehand down the middle, and PCB goes into the net. So 40-30. Not too much to worry about yet, but a little bit that he might be slightly worried about here, PCB, because it goes to juice, then he's got a little bit to do. We go 40-30. Misses the first serve, so second serve here now. So this is where Berrettini is going to try and cash in, right? Backhand goes cross court. And that backhand from CARRENO BUSTA goes wide. So juice. Fist bump to his box from Berrettini. There's juice here, and he'll be thinking, look, I'm in here now. It's juice. Open up some break points and some match points, sorry, even. Big serve down the tee from PCB, then goes into the net with a backhand. So advantage to Berrettini, and it's match point here for the Italian. A match point for him to make his way into the quarterfinals and face Gael Monfils. Advantage and match point on the PCB serve. It's a huge point here now. How's PCB going to play it? Will he make that first serve? He does, yep. It's a backhand cross court from PCB. Slice from Berrettini. Into out from PCB. Cross court from Berrettini on the backhand side. Then goes down the middle with a forehand. And the forehand from PCB goes long. Berrettini gets it done. He converts the match point as PCB goes long with the forehand. He wins 7-5, 7-6, 6-4, and Berrettini roars to his box. A handshake at the net and a little talk as well in chat. Berrettini played extremely well, fantastic serving. Let's quickly go over the stats and we'll wrap it up. So match stats, 2 aces for PCB, 28 for Matteo Berrettini, 1 double fault compared to 2. First serve percentage, first serve points 1 and second serve points 1 superior in all 3 categories from Berrettini. Really impressive, 77% first serves in and 87% of those won. In terms of winners to unforced errors as well, really impressive. 29 winners for PCB, 27 unforced errors, but for Berrettini, 57 winners compared to 27 unforced errors. So the same amount of unforced errors, but almost twice the amount of winners. So really, really impressive from Berrettini. Really, really impressive. And he will march on and play Gelmont Fils in the quarterfinal, where he will be the favorite in that, no doubt. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Please remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It really, really does help us out. And of course, we will be doing a roundup of the day's play as well. Stay tuned for tomorrow, where we'll be doing Tsitsipas versus Fritz, and also should be doing Sabalenka versus Kanepi as well. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well, and we'll see you on the next video. And yeah, really looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward to it. It should be a great day's play tomorrow. And of course, well played to all the winners of today.